Yeah, we saw 159 CEO exits in August. That's the highest single monthly total that we've recorded. And over the first 8 months of the year, we recorded 1,009 CEO departures. Again, the highest 8-month total we've seen. So it's certainly a time where it's difficult to be a CEO. There's a lot of departures coming very quickly. And there's a lot of different reasons behind that.
Yeah.
Certainly, part of that is that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'll ask you about that. But real quickly first, how long have you guys been keeping track of these exits, Andrew?
So we've been tracking these since 2002. So that includes 2008 data, the recession years where that's the second highest time we've seen this many exits. And now's the highest time.
Wow. So we've even surpassed that. So one more thing, which I cut you off, but you were about to explain why this is happening. And it sounds like it might be kind of what we're seeing at Wells, some poaching going on.
Yeah, there's certainly part of that. It's a tight labor market. Companies are looking for great, talented people to lead their organizations, especially when there's a lot of predictions of an upcoming global growth slowdown. Companies need new leaders, need new plans to move forward in that type of environment. And we've certainly been seeing them making moves.
Tom, what is your perspective on this sharply higher number of CEO exits this year?
Well, you have to remember just the natural evolution of this, Kelly, is when one CEO, if you take one from one company and he or she goes to a new one, it automatically opens up another one. And the question is, are you going to promote from within or do you bring a fresh set of eyes? And what's going on in the political climate right now is really coinciding with this. And I don't think it's by accident. It's called accountability. And more companies are demanding results. And more of these openings are due to termination than we've seen in years at the CEO level. And this isn't even counting small and mid-cap sized companies versus just the larger ones, the Juuls, the eBays, so HSBC, things like those companies where we've had very recognizable changes in CEO. And now the Wells Fargo one and taking somebody from BNY Mellon. I think we're seeing this, that we want results as shareholders, and the board of directors are being held accountable to make these changes.
So, Tom, you're saying in a way it's because we're kind of late cycle and, we've had this expansion play out for a number of years now. Maybe the share price rebounds we saw after the financial crisis have moderated somewhat, or people are looking for, okay, give me the vision, give me the strategy, what's going to drive performance from here?
Most definitely. And we're looking at a board of directors now for these companies that are sitting there saying, are we going to be reactionary if and when there is, not if, when there is a recession and it gets soft and then make the change? Or are we going to do this in advance and start to get things going before there happens to be a dip and we hit the next cycle? And so it's very telling that people are saying, you know what, we're not thinking we're in the late innings. We are in the late innings, and people are getting prepared for it.
Andrew, can you tell us anything about what industries we're seeing this in particular be at a high level?
Yeah, we saw a lot of these departures come out of the technology sector. Certainly some of those headline ones, eBay, WeWork in some ways is in that sector. We've also seen a lot of departures coming out of healthcare and hospital companies where there's been a lot of merger and acquisition activity, a lot of consolidation. That leads to lots of changes at the very top of the companies.
Do you think it's deal making and mergers, Andrew, that will continue to drive this going forward?
Yeah, right. We're in a 10-year bull market. It continues to be consolidation and growth. But we're also seeing that it's a time when new companies have been able to come in and develop technologies, compete against large legacy organizations like in automotive, where we've seen new technologies in electric and autonomous driving that's forcing some of the very largest companies to think about their C-suite and make some changes.
All right. It's really interesting stuff. I had no idea it had surged to such a level. Guys, thank you both for explaining what's behind it today. Appreciate it. That's Tom Gimble.